Today's Money Monday brings us to a recent issue surrounding the Supreme Court's DOMA ruling and how it's going to affect people's taxes. We're joined by Heidi Jones from Allen Street Consulting to talk more about this issue. So there's definitely a lot happening in the world of taxes. The whole scene is shifting because of the recent ruling about same-sex marriage. So what does this mean to people that are filing their taxes now?
Well, for the 2013 year, they should change their W-4 to reflect their new married status, and they will file the normal opposite-sex couple way as a joint filing married couple. So
for states that have legalized same-sex marriage, this sort of means now that they're going to be treated the exact same way that a man and a woman would be treated if they were to be married.
That's correct.
So what does that mean? What are some of the benefits that are now open to them?
Well, there's about 1,100 federal benefits that accrue to marriage, and that can include Social Security survivors benefits or veterans benefits, members of the military, their spouses, and how those marriages will be treated. So
then for someone, since this is sort of something that's happening retroactively, they'll be able to get those benefits, for the past 2 years since same-sex has been legal.
Correct. In particular, the couples that were married after the Marriage Equality Act in New York State passed, those couples will now be eligible to amend their federal tax returns and file married filing joint, and they'll be entitled to receive the refunds that they should have gotten.
Now we're talking about benefits that are applicable in where same-sex marriage is legal. Now, what happens when a couple gets married, say in New York State, and then they cross the border into a state that does not recognize same-sex marriage? Is this are the benefits still going to be with them, or is this something that they haven't quite hammered out yet?
Well, the Supreme Court did not strike down Section 2 of DOMA, which that provision doesn't require other states to recognize New York State marriages. So just simply crossing the border into Pennsylvania means that a marriage is not going to be recognized. And that can have an impact even on something like a hospital visitation. You get hurt in Pennsylvania and your spouse goes to help with your care, and that might not be honored.
So there's still a lot that they're working out.
That's true.
Now, for people that are trying to figure this all out, are there steps that they need to take? What is the easiest way to make sure that they are enrolled in the benefit programs and getting all of the taxes that they should be getting back for the past 2 years? Is there anywhere that they can go for help to kind of sort of figure all this stuff out, or is it as simple as a few easy steps?
I would recommend that couples seek advice from their tax attorney or a CPA or other tax professional so that they get proper individualized advice, especially with estate planning and retirement planning, because if they do happen to decide to move to a state that doesn't recognize their marriage, they're going to need a different set of protections.
Well, it's definitely interesting to see how all of the logistics are now being figured out. Thank you for joining us. And right now, it is Monday, so that means we're going to head over and see what we learned when I caught up with TMZ.